Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, May 31, 2025. Today's conversations help fill in the missing details. The urge to sort out little problems, iron out flaws, and eliminate waste or excess is strong. Good energy is with you for solving problems or rising above them regarding practical matters. You can get much done now, and there is bound to be quite a bit of relief after uncluttering your mind and conscience. Your head for finances and practical affairs is powerful today. You're ready to invest more energy and faith into an idea. With a patient approach, you can make empowering improvements to your daily routines and self-care programs. You're in great shape for dissecting problems, working on solving tricky matters, and finding solutions to practical dilemmas. Coming up with ideas or plans for healthier routines and habits can be in the spotlight. Venus, your planetary ruler, harmonizes with steady Saturn today, and meeting your responsibilities and obligations, especially to others, comes naturally and easily. You accept the bad with the good with style and grace. You can be motivated to do right by someone or offer help or support. You tend to show your appreciation or affection for others through practical gestures during this transit, and others may be doing the same actions weigh in more heavily than words. You can enjoy making plans and designs more so than usual. The practical elements of a creative project are a strong draw and interest right now. It's a time to make solid progress on a pet project and make realistic judgments of quality and worth. Reliable feedback from others can motivate you. Later today, the moon heads into your partnership sector for a stay of over 2 days, increasing your awareness of relationship needs. Mars moves into the same sector but will stay for 6 weeks, stirring these needs further. Feelings are intense and will continue to intensify. In addition to your celestial ruler still retrograding through Taurus and your exotic 9th house or belief systems, Mercury will also harmonize with powerhouse Pluto via your romantic 5th house of love, passion, pleasure, and self-expression. To take a leap of faith for love or not, to that is the question. Moreover, the moon will conjunct lucky Jupiter and the wounded healer, Chiron, via your intimate 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and soulmate connections, all while sitting alongside Mars and Venus. Spicy much? You're just as passionate about intimacy. Why, as you are invested in the partnership. You may be struggling with certain projects or defining your professional signature lately. It could be time to revisit previous ventures in your professional journey as Mercury retrograde in Taurus trines Pluto retrograde in Capricorn today. As these two meet to reconsider the trajectory of your projects, you should bring up any past conversations about style, aesthetics, next steps, and more to reposition yourself. Even though you may have to retrace your steps in your work, you may find that your project will be better for it. Having the moon in your financial sector during Mars' first full day here is just as important as having it here during Venus' final days. This is also the moon's first visit since Jupiter's return, with your financial instincts and imagination linking in with the planets of war, money, and luck here for the first time in over a decade, and just as you move into an expansive new financial chapter. A tendency to rush in to romance scares off potential candidates for your love. Such a forceful approach can have an adverse effect on the person you desire. If you're not looking for rejection, try to develop a gentler and serene attitude, then those you meet find you to be a far more attractive proposition to date. You'll feel your best today if you can get your heart rate up. It's a good day to focus on your exercise routine, especially if you haven't been doing it for a while. If exercise is not exactly a word in your working vocabulary, it's time to take a look at this. You don't have to do anything fancy. You can try easing into a good habit with a few sit-ups before bed. Eat sensibly, even if you crave extravagant foods. It's not the time for indulging. Pull away from the crowds and family today and take some time out for just you. The energy that's happening will encourage this kind of time, as it brings so much rejuvenation to your mind and soul. Even if you have to put in a full workday, there's always your breaks for a walk, or the evening for a longer stint. Enjoy a hot bubble bath by candlelight, or lie back to listen to some favorite music. Meditate for a while and get some extra rest. You'll feel refreshed and ready to go tomorrow. Taurus, your energy is steady and centered. Use it to anchor others. Your quote of the day: consistency is a quiet form of courage. Your color of the day is olive green, earthy and wise. Lucky numbers: 2, 5, 16. Someone may lean on you emotionally today. Offer presents more than solutions. Financial clarity may also arrive through a simple realization. You're more secure than you think. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 31st, 2025. As we close out this month, it's a natural time to pause, reflect, and gently acknowledge both the challenges you've met and the victories, big or small, you've earned. Whether May felt like a whirlwind, a slow climb, or a mix of both, this final day is an invitation to ground yourself in appreciation and possibility. The energy surrounding today isn't about pressure or productivity. It's about recognizing your growth and prepare your spirit for a renewed start. Today's cards are the Magician, 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and 3 of Swords reversed. Let's begin with the Magician. What a powerful presence to start the reading with. This card speaks to your inner ability to turn vision into reality. You may not realize it, but you're sitting on an incredible toolkit of experience, intuition, creativity, and willpower. You've already survived more than you give yourself credit for, and the things you've learned along the way, they're ready to be used now. If there's something you've been quietly dreaming of, starting a project, changing something in your life, expressing yourself in a new way, today is the day to remind yourself that you have what it takes. This isn't about perfection. It's about trust. The first step is always belief. The 10 of Cups brings in warmth and emotional fulfillment. This card is like coming home after a long journey. It's the love that surrounds you, the support that finds you, even when you're not looking. Maybe you've had moments this month when you questioned your place, your worth, or your direction. This card reminds you that connection is never far, and that you are deserving of joy, community, and emotional peace. Take time today to check in with the people who make your heart feel safe. Even a short message can reconnect you. And if you've been hoping for healing in your relationships, this card carries the energy of reconciliation and deeper understanding. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles, steady, loyal, and practical. This knight isn't flashy, but he's committed. And that's exactly the energy you might be called to embody today. Maybe you're building something long-term, a goal, a habit, a new mindset, and it feels like progress is slow. That's okay. Sometimes, the most important changes are the quiet ones we don't immediately notice. This card encourages you to keep showing up for the life you're creating, even if the results take time to bloom. The knight doesn't quit. And neither do you. The Page of Wands brings a beautiful spark of curiosity and inspiration. You might feel a flutter of excitement today, maybe even a random idea that grabs your attention. This card often appears when you're being invited to approach life with fresh eyes. Think back to a time when something small like a book, a song, or a conversation lit a fire in your spirit. That kind of passion is always accessible, even when life gets serious. So be open to a bit of spontaneity today. Take a walk without a destination. Write something just for yourself. Say yes to something that makes your heart beat a little faster. And finally, the Three of Swords reversed, a deeply healing presence. This card in reverse tells us that you are actively mending from something that once felt sharp, whether it's a recent disappointment or an old wound that's been echoing in the background. Healing is never linear, and it's okay if you're still finding your way. What matters is that you are choosing to release the pain, one breath at a time. You are allowed to outgrow the story of your heartbreak. You are allowed to feel joy again, even if part of you still carries a bruise. The energy today is deeply forgiving toward others, yes, but especially toward yourself. Altogether, these cards tell a story of someone stepping into their power, reconnecting with love, embracing slow growth, feeling inspired again, and healing what's been quietly aching. That someone is you. And as May comes to an end, I hope you can look in the mirror and see the strength, softness, and transformation that's been unfolding inside of you, whether the world noticed or not. If any part of today's reading spoke to you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Did you feel the energy of the magician calling you to trust yourself more deeply? Are you experiencing the kind of healing the Three of Swords speaks to? Or maybe the Ten of Cups reminded you of the people who bring light to your life. Let's create a space here where we can share, reflect, and support one another as we cross into a new month. You've made it through another chapter. Honor yourself for that. And remember, as June arrives tomorrow, you're bringing with you more wisdom, more clarity, and more courage than you started with. That alone is something worth celebrating. Keep going, you're doing beautifully.